Hi guys, dietitian Catherine here, and today we're going to talk about vinegar and apple cider vinegar and its effect on your health. I had a question/comment on Facebook about it, and I want to give you guys information about it because there's a lot of kind of old wives' tales about it. There's a lot of things that people say apple cider vinegar do, and is it true? So I want to give you guys the information on it. Vinegar actually has been around for forever. Vinegar actually is a byproduct of fermentation. So any fermentable sugar from dates, apples, grains, berries, whatever, any fermentable sugar can make alcohol. Okay, if you leave that alcohol be for a while, it will turn into vinegar. Vinegar actually, it has its roots in a French word that means sour wine. So it makes sense. You let your wine go too long, it becomes sour, and that is vinegar. And what actually makes vinegar, gives it that pungent flavor and taste and smell, is a compound called acetic acid. And that acetic acid is what makes vinegar. Every vinegar has a slightly different percentage of acetic acid. It's never straight acetic acid. It's always a percentage. Your cider vinegars and your wine vinegars are between 5 and 6% acetic acid. Your distilled vinegars will range from 4 to 7% acetic acid. So there's a wide range. Well, they found that it's this acetic acid in vinegar that gives vinegar, any kind of vinegar, whether it's apple cider vinegar or rice vinegar or white distilled vinegar, its health benefits. And I want to talk about two of those benefits today. They've used vinegar for all kinds of things in the past, but two specific uses that affect your health would be fatty acid oxidation or fat breakdown and blood sugar control. And they've actually done studies where they have shown legitimately that vinegar, any kind of vinegar, will actually act in your liver. The first thing it will do, it actually stimulates an enzyme in your body stimulates the gene expression of an enzyme. So basically you're making more enzyme. And this enzyme actually breaks down fat. This enzyme's in your liver. So it doesn't block the absorption of fat or the production of fat, but it actually facilitates fat breakdown. Pretty interesting, huh? Now, the second thing that vinegar will do is, again, it works in the liver, and what it does is it helps to regulate blood sugar control. Now, one of the ways they think that it does this is by suppressing an enzyme called a isomaltase enzyme, and basically it suppresses the enzyme from being expressed, and the result is that the less amount of enzyme means you can't break down as much sugar as fast. So fewer enzymes, fewer breakdown of your sugar. So that is one purported method. They haven't exactly nailed what it does in your body, but they do know, and even the American Diabetic Association has said apple cider vinegar or any kind of vinegar does help with blood sugar control. This one particular study actually showed that in people with insulin, who are insulin resistant, they showed a remarkable change when they drank vinegar before their meals. Their post-meal blood sugar levels was much lower than it would have been. Their insulin sensitivity was 34% higher than it would have been. Their blood sugar dropped. How should I say it? The glycemic index of the food that they ate lowered by 20 points. So that would be like if you ate something that was 60 glycemic index, 60 points glycemic index. By taking vinegar ahead of time before your meal, a diluted vinegar mixture, it was as if they had eaten a food that was 40 points glycemic index. That's pretty significant. Any individual, whether they were healthy, insulin resistant, or diabetic, experienced positive changes, meaning lowered blood sugar levels a better insulin response to food by taking vinegar ahead of time. So every group experienced a different degree of benefit, but every group experienced a benefit. That's pretty amazing. Another thing that they have found with vinegar is that even drunk after meals, so even if you didn't drink it before meals, if you drank it after meals, it kind of created a sensation of satiety. You didn't feel as hungry. It was, in a sense, an appetite suppressant. Kind of some cool things about vinegar, huh? Who would have thought? Now, how do you use vinegar then? I don't expect you to go start glugging out of a big vinegar bottle. What you want to do is you want to dilute it. So one of the best dilutions I have found is a tablespoon of vinegar, whatever one you choose. Apple cider vinegar is one of the most commonly used. And in fact, if you get raw apple cider vinegar, it has some of that bacteria in it that help to ferment it. And that bacteria is beneficial to your gut. So it's kind of like this drinkable probiotic. So you're getting a double whammy with the probiotic and the vinegar. Kind of a cool combo. So any vinegar, though, that you want to use, you can take 1 tablespoon of it, and you mix it with about 4 to 6 ounces of water. You can do 8 ounces of water if you want to, but I would say half a cup or 4 ounces minimum is what you want to use. Don't drink it straight. You will burn your esophagus. It will not feel very good. Okay? Now, you can choose to drink this in the morning and or the evening. If you drink it in the morning, you'd want to drink it the first thing in the morning. You can heat up your water if you want, add a little honey to it if you want, and then your vinegar. Mix it around, drink it up, and that actually can facilitate bowel movements in the morning. Not loose stool, but bowel movements. It's actually a very refreshing, great thing if constipation or slowness in your GI tract is an issue for you. So it's a great way to start your day. Also, again, since you ate it before your meals, your breakfast, if you eat it before your breakfast, you won't spike your blood sugars quite as high. For people who are diabetic and who tend to have high fasting blood sugars in the morning, you will definitely want to take a vinegar concoction at night. And even the American Diabetic Association has recommended that an ounce of cheese, so that's talking about like the size of your thumb or 1 cheese stick, plus that vinegar concoction that I just described to you, taken at night before you go to bed, actually lowers your fasting blood sugar levels in the morning. A lot of type 2 diabetics struggle with their liver putting out glucose in the morning while they're asleep, when they're not eating anything. And they'll find when they take their blood sugar levels in the morning that their blood sugar levels are high and they haven't eaten in 8 to 12 hours. And why is that? It's because your liver is putting out that glucose. So a way to actually lower your fasting blood sugar levels in the morning, if you're diabetic, would be to take that vinegar plus that cheese, 1 ounce of cheese, at night and see how your blood sugar levels respond to that. Okay, so it's 2 ways you can use vinegar. You can put vinegar on lots of different things. It's fantastic in salad dressings. You can actually put a little bit of it in soups. It kind of adds, the acid kind of adds a little spice to it. It's great. I'm going to give you guys some recipes that you can use vinegar in, and I hope it goes well. Let me know how it goes.